A very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with another important topic of chapter biotechnology principles and processes. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the restriction enzyme, which is a part of tools of recombinant DNA technology. In the tools of recombinant DNA technology, here we are going to discuss about the restriction enzyme. Then we will discuss about the cloning vector. What are the properties of cloning vector? Should be the properties of cloning vector. So student, very good morning to all of you. Let's begin with the topic or start with the topic restriction enzyme. So what is restriction enzyme? Okay, restriction enzyme. So we are going to understand what is meaning of restriction enzyme. Okay. Now, what is meaning of restriction enzyme? In the year of 1963, the two enzymes responsible for the restricting the growth of bacteriophages in E. coli were isolated. One of these add methyl group to the DNA, or while other cut the DNA. Latter is called restriction endonuclease. So what is meaning of this? In 1963, there are two types of restriction enzyme. First is add methyl group. For example, here is double helical structure. First, they add the methyl group on the DNA molecule. So for making more stable DNA, that's why methyl group is added. Now second one is another which cut the DNA molecule at a specific site. And during the proofreading and for the modification of the DNA, so that the DNA should be more stable as compared to the previous one, or if we are going to compare with the RNA molecule. So that's why the methyl group is added by the restriction enzyme. Second, the first restriction enzyme, restriction endonuclease, is HEME2, whose functioning depend on a specific DNA molecule sequence, was isolated and characterized 5 years later. It was found that the DNA second always cut DNA molecule at a particular point by recognizing a specific sequence. So मतलब क्या है इस points का? That is because restriction endonuclease enzymes cut the DNA molecule at a specific site which is formed by 6 base pair. Restriction endonuclease cut DNA at not in anywhere of the DNA, because when the action of endonuclease done, so there will be possibility of more than one fragments obtained by the treatment with the restriction endonuclease. So that's why first the restriction endonuclease work on a specific sequence, then they find on a DNA specific sequence on the DNA, that only that point they work. For example, the EcoR first, which is an example of restriction endonuclease enzyme, recognize a sequence of 6 base pair that is known as GAATTC. The specific sequence When they found this sequence on DNA molecule, or so that cut only the phosphodiester bond present in between the guanosine or adenine. So that's why the cutting off or action of endonuclease enzyme is quite specific, because if it is not specific, so they form more than one fragment of DNA that is not required for the fragmentation or during the modification of DNA. Now let us discuss this sequence base. This specific base sequence is known as the recognition sequence. So as we discussed this example of GAATTC, which is an example of the recognition sequence. This sequence is known as recognition sequence because echo are first or endonuclease recognize at the particular this site. Now next is delay. Now today we know more than 900 restriction enzyme. We are knowing more than 900 restriction enzyme. What are these restriction enzyme? How they get isolated from living organism like E. coli. More than 900 restriction enzyme has been isolated from the E. coli bacteria and the other microorganism. These restriction enzymes all have the similar function. They cut the DNA at a specific site by recognizing the recognition sequence. After this, they act on a particular sequence. Now later, the convention for naming these enzymes is the first letter of the name comes from genus and the second two letters comes from the species of the prokaryotic cell or organism. That means if this is the example of EcoR, first is an example of endonuclease enzyme. So first letter denotes the first letter denotes the genus name Eco R first. So first shows genus, second two letters shows the species epithet or species name. R is the R strain and I denotes the order of isolation. Order of isolation. Order of isolation. So this is specific why the EcoR first naming is given according to the organism from which they isolated. So Eco are first isolated from Escherichia coli RY13. Escherichia coli RY13 strain. So that's why this EcoR first name according to the living or prokaryotic cell, according to the name of prokaryotic cell. Now here is given they were prokaryotic cell from which they were isolated. Now example is EcoR first comes from the Escherichia coli RY13. In EcoR first, the letter R is derived from the name of strain. Name of strain. Name of strain. Now, second is the restriction enzyme belongs to the larger classes of enzymes called nucleases. What are nucleases? There are two kinds of mostly nucleases are found in living organism. These two kinds of nucleases are endonuclease or exonuclease. endonuclease and exonuclease. Here is double stranded DNA. What actually do the exonuclease? They cut the terminal end of DNA or end of DNA, exonuclease, whereas the endonuclease cut the middle region or in between the strand of DNA. So this is the reason is cut by the action of endonucleases. So the exo or exonuclease remove nucleotides from the end of DNA, whereas endonucleases may cut at a specific position within the DNA, in the middle region or within the DNA, not the terminal end. The terminal end cut by the exonucleases. Now each restriction endonuclease function by inspecting the length of its DNA sequence. Once it find a specific recognition sequence, it will bind to the DNA and cut each of the two strands of the double helix at a specific point. At a specific point. So what is actually state these two lines? These two lines first, the restriction endonuclease move along the DNA double helical structure. For example, here is a restriction endonuclease move along the chain double helical structure. When they find the recognition sequence from this in the DNA, here is recognition sequence. When it comes at this region, they find the recognition sequence. Because double helical structure, they cut the both strand at a specific region. That means it cannot be act on a specific recognition sequence anywhere. That means it find out a point where where the particular base pair are present. Then only breaks the phosphodiester bond present in between the two nucleotides of two different base pair. So that only cut by the or break by the restriction endonuclease. That specific sequence is known as palindromic sequence. That specific sequence is palindromic sequence, which is present on the DNA double helical structure. Palindromic sequence is the sequence of nucleotide which we read when we read from left to right. So the sequence will be same as when we read from right to left. So that's why it is important. Now here is the sequence, the diagram which is showing the cutting or action of restriction endonuclease enzyme. Now let us discuss with the point. Here is the palindromic sequence. What is the palindromic sequence? For example, when we read from left to right, when we read from here is left to right, left to right. The sequence is GAATTC. Or when we read from right to left, here is right to left, the sequence is same. That means GAATTC. So that's why it is known as palindromic sequence. Or both the restriction enzyme and the both the desired gene and vector DNA should be shown similar restriction enzyme. Then only the EcoR first can work, or ligation is done by the DNA ligase enzyme. Ligation is done by the DNA ligase enzyme after treatment with these after treatment with the endonuclease enzyme. How it's work? Why there is only one EcoR first needed for the ligation of two different type of genetic material? Because it cut at the same position as in the same position in both the genetic material. For example, this is the desired gene and black color shows the vector DNA. So now, if they cut at similar region, then only stick together this both DNA. If the cutting is not similar in DNA, so it is not possible to cut the to ligate the double helical structure at same position. Ligate both the, it cannot be possible to ligate both the genetic material at same position. Now let us discuss about the action of EcoR first. Now, the EcoR first cut DNA from in between the G or A. The breaks the phosphodiester bond present in between A and G here in the strand, in this one strand, and in that again G and A. G and A. Cut or breaks the phosphodiester bond. In the another strand, EcoR first of the another genetic material, EcoR first again work at the same region. That means here is G and A. So cutting is at this region, and G and A is present here. So cutting at this region. Now, if we cut this portion, only G is present. The strand, one strand and then another strand of same DNA. T, C, T, T, A are present, only G is removed. So overall, if we remove the cutting portion, what will after action of EcoR first, what will remove from the desired DNA, or here is written that it is vector DNA, or here is foreign DNA. Foreign DNA, that means what desired DNA, what we want to ligate or introduce into the vector DNA. So now, after what is removed from the DNA, here is from the one strand A, T, T, C is removed, A, T, T, C is removed, while other from the another DNA only G is removed. Now, from this one. Now from here, what is removed from the superior or superior DNA or DNA chain which is present above to the next one? Here is G is removed from the above DNA and from the below DNA. All C, T, T, A is removed. Now this C, T, T, A which is removed, that is fulfilled by this one. Here is already present. What is present? C, T, T, A is present. That covers the above portion, or G is covered by the first strand from this, or both the strand become ligated. Both the strand become ligated because what portion is removed from the vector DNA is covered by, vector DNA is covered by recovered by the foreign DNA. That's why easily ligation is done by the after treatment with the ligase enzyme. ligase enzyme, after treatment with the ligase enzyme. So this is the reason showing or diagram showing the action of EcoR first on vector DNA and foreign DNA. Student. And now I hope you understand how can they ligate it or why action with same EcoR first is necessary for the ligation of two different type of genetic material. One is foreign vector DNA, one is vector DNA, another is foreign DNA. If we want to ligate plasmid, what is vector DNA? So this represents the plasmid, vector DNA plasmid, and foreign DNA is actually desired DNA. Desired DNA. Desired DNA. Now students, let us move to the next topic. Now here is in this paragraph it is known how can we form a palindromic sequence. So it is one of the example is Malayalam, which is showing. So from when we read this word from left to right, so it is Malayalam. Or from when we read the same word from right to left, so it is again Malayalam. Left to right show the similar meaning, and right to left will show similar meaning. So this is shown by the palindromic sequence. Then that's why we are using the palindromic sequence for the ligation of two strands. Two different type of genetic material. Now reading is kept the same. For example, so GAATTC, here is again given GAATTC. When we read from 5' to 3', so similar sequencing are shown by the sequence shown by the DNA, or when we read second strand for 5' to 3', it again shows the same sequence GAATTC. Now restriction enzyme cut the strand of DNA always strand of DNA little away from the center of the palindromic site. Little away from the center of palindromic site, but between the same two bases of the opposite strands. That means opposite strand में दो opposite strand में सेम बेसिस के बीच में कट करते हैं. They cut the strand DNA strand in between the two bases of same position. Single standard. What is this? Leaves single standard position at the end. Single standard position at the end only. So these are overhanging stretches called sticky in on each strand. These are named. So these are named so because they form hydrogen bond with their complementarity complex. So, or the action of enzyme DNA ligase used for the ligation of two DNA to different DNA strand. So, restriction endonuclease are used in genetic engineering to form recombinant DNA molecule of DNA, which are composed of DNA from different sources or genomes. So we can ligate to different type of DNA from which is isolated from two different living organism can ligate it by the action of EcoR first or enzyme DNA ligase. So that's why it is important to note down that how restriction endonuclease enzyme is important in the field of biotechnology, because in the biotechnology we are using or we are causing the gene manipulation by using the living organism or by the use of different enzymes. So that's why the EcoR first or the restriction enzyme are important for making the recombinant DNA molecule. So that's this is the overall about the restriction enzyme, students. In next class we will discuss about the next topic, and thank you for listening and watching me.